work like damn. Give me some food for thought. Changing the pasta you had in your heart. Hey.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Tyrell Clemens. I'm coming to you right now, my beautiful wife, Miss Wendy. It is time to give you breakfast for your soul, your food for thought. Y'all, we gonna have a good old time. Look, I want to talk to you.
A good old time. Really, really old.
I'm country, man. That's how we get down. But look, I want to talk to them about this. So many people constantly come to me and tell me that they want to accomplish some type of goal. They want to be successful. They want to have a better career. They want to have a better marriage. They want to have a better body. They want to have this. They want to have. They want to have. They want to get. They want to have. What I want you to understand is when you really want to have something, what you have to ask yourself is, what are you willing to give up? See, that's deep, man. Everybody talks about, I want the money and the cars and the clothes. I suppose I just want to be successful. So many people talk about that they want to be successful, but my question is, I know what you want, but what are you willing to give up? In order to get the body that you want, you can't eat everything that you want to eat. What are you willing to give up? Say it for me. You can't eat that fried chicken. If you want to have the body you want, you can't do certain things. You want to work, you want to be a surgeon. Okay, look. It's a very good career. If you want to be a surgeon, you got to understand you cannot live the same lifestyle as everybody else because you will be on call.
First of all, you can't be in college going to every party. You want to go and study.
You have to sacrifice. You want to make good grades. You want to be a surgeon. Some parties you can't go to. Sometimes you're going to have to say no. Sometimes when everybody else is doing things that you would love to do, you have to say no. My question is, if you want to be great, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to say no to? Sometimes, Wendy, you have to give up sleep. If you want to prepare to be a surgeon, if you want to do a major surgery, sometimes surgeries, you and your father was in surgery 16 hours. That means that surgeon had to stay awake. He couldn't go to sleep. He could have been tired, but he couldn't quit. She was tired, but she couldn't quit. Your legs could be tired, but you can't quit. In order to be great in anything, you have to be willing to give up certain things. So my question for you is, what are you willing to give up?
I think sometimes everybody focuses on the stuff they're willing to do.
Mm-hmm.
They do. I'm doing this. But have you given up certain things that you need to give up to be that next level?
I mean, they focus on what they do. They focus on what they want. They constantly think about what they want. I want abs. I want muscles. I want a big bank account. I want a nice car. But what you willing to give up to get the nice car? Are you willing to not go out to eat every weekend to get that house? Are you willing to not go on vacation for 3 months, so you 3 years, so you can buy the house, so you can save for the down payment? Are you willing to get rid of all the credit cards that you had? But the outfit, them Jordans. Are you willing not to buy Jordans to get the thing that you want? Or are you willing to do things? What are you willing to give up to become greater? See, that's what people got to understand that. If you want to be successful, see, all people see is the success, but they don't see the sacrifice.
Some people are like, man, I work out all the time, man. But did you give up that bad food?
You work out, but you always eat out. You pig out. Eating takeout every night. Success.
So it's all out.
Your stomach all out. Success requires sacrifice. And that's the biggest thing I want you to understand right now. To be successful in any aspect of your life, it requires some level of sacrifice, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's in your relationships is big. A lot of folks, I'm going to do what I want to do. No, you can't do what you want to do in a relationship. That's not how a relationship works. There's going to be some sacrifice. I might not want to go to a convention that Wendy's in, but because she's my wife, I will sacrifice. I have literally went to an event with Wendy, and I wanted to be at home watching the Tar Heel game, but because it's with Wendy, I'm sitting here trying to watch the game, but I have to sacrifice. So my question for you is, if you want to have a successful marriage, brother, some things you're going to have to sacrifice. That means you might can't hang with your boys like you want to hang out with your boys. You might can't go to that game like you might can't go to that club no more. It's over. What are you willing to give up? You got to ask yourself that. Because if you ever want to truly be successful, there will be things that you have to give up. So make sure you really want it. Make sure you really want that success. Because success, by definition, requires sacrifice. But that is your breakfast for your soul, your food for thought.
It's the Clemens. It's the Clemens. We the Clemens. It's the Clemens.